Hi guys, it's Amy with A2Z Stamping, and today I wanted to show you how to make these cute little treat bags. So my little bag is holding Reese's Peanut Butter Cup, the little miniatures. I actually have 6 of them in here, but these bags are super easy to make just using your envelope punch board, and you can really use any paper you have. I use the Foil Frenzy paper here, which is about to be gone for good, but you could use any designer series paper or any cardstock that you want to stamp or things like that. But these are super easy to make, and I thought I'd show you how to do them. All right, so for this one, like I said, I used the Foil Frenzy with the lemon lime twist dots, but I'm going to do one now with the berry burst dots, just so they're a little bit different and you can see them. Okay, so what you need is you need a piece of paper that's 6 by 6. A piece of designer series paper, cardstock, whatever, cut at 6 by 6, and you need your envelope punch board and the little tool that's right here. You need that. Okay, what we're going to do is we want to line it up at 1 3/8. Remember, the 1 is right here. Since the cutting is way over here, 1 is actually right there. So we want to line it up at 1 3/8. And we're going to press and score. And the way you score it is just line your thing up here and it'll just score. You see right here, there's this. So your little stylus tool fits right in there. So 1 3/8. And then we want to, let's see. Actually, did I want to, let me think for a second. 1 3/8, and then I want to do it at 4 inches. I had to think about what I was doing for a second. And we're going to punch and score again. Okay. And now we're just going to do that to all 4 sides, except instead of measuring it now, we're just going to line this little piece up with the 2 lines we made. So just line it up right there and punch and score. And line up the second line, punch and score. I love this envelope punch board. Not only can you make envelopes pretty much in any size, but there's all kinds of boxes and bags and fun things you can do with it. This tool, I've definitely gotten my money's worth. So punch and score, line up this one, punch and score, and the last one. So once you get the hang of making like boxes or bags with it, you can kind of figure out how to do your own measurements to pretty much make any size you want. And score. All right. We can, actually I'm going to flip it around now, and I want to round my corners. There's a corner rounder right here. So just feed that in, and we're going to round all the corners. Okay. And I can set this aside and all my little pieces, throw those away. All right, so this is what we've got. I'm going to grab my paper snips. Where'd you go, paper snips? Okay, I know they're on my desk somewhere, guys. Do you see them? Let's see. Paper snips, where are you? Paper snips. They gotta be here somewhere. Well, now I don't even see them, and I don't want to break my own rule. Oh, here they are. Haha. Okay, so you want to grab your scissors, and you see how there's 2 skinny little ends and there's 2 wider ends. We want to actually cut up this score line to the first score line it meets on the wider ends. So let's just cut up this one, and let's cut up this one. Okay, and do that on both sides. Okay. Now what we're going to do is go ahead and use our stylus here to crease all of our, we're going to burnish our score line. Okay. You could do it before you cut it too. I guess it doesn't matter. We did those. Now let's go this way. This Foil Frenzy paper is really nice and thick. You could just use, if you're just using regular designer series paper, it works too, but the thicker the better, especially if you're going to be putting something heavy in it. All right, so our box basically comes together like so. Okay, and you'll have a couple options, but before we do any of that, these 2 little skinny flaps, we're going to glue those down. And for boxes, I like to use my multi-purpose glue. It's a really strong adhesive and works quite well for boxes. I just don't feel like the snail is quite strong enough. So I'm going to, I don't want to touch this. Let me grab, I've got some glue sticking off of here. Okay. Okay, So we're going to get the glue on these two little tabs here, and we're just going to press them down flat like so. So these will actually be on the inside. And I've got a little bit of glue here, and that's okay. I'm just going to wipe that off. Okay. So those go down. All right, so like I said, our box comes together like so. This will be our handle. Now you have a couple options. You can put these tabs on the inside like I did, and that's what I did on this first one. Let me show you the other side. So it just looks like a solid little box. Or you can put them on the outside. So then you would get a look like this. So it kind of looks like a bag within a box. So that's kind of fun too. And if you only put your adhesive along the bottom of these outer flaps, it really will look like a bag within a box. So you just kind of decide what look you like. I like the actual box look, but I think the bag inside is super cute too. So let's go ahead and lay this down though. So I'm going to put, since I'm putting them on the inside, I'm putting adhesive on these 4 flaps. Okay, so let me just get my adhesive on my 4 flaps. Try not to use too much. I don't want too much spilling out. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And this multi-purpose glue dries really fast, so I'm going to actually push these in, and then I'm going to fold these up. Okay, and push. And push. Okay, just make sure I'm nice and straight. Just like so. Okay, so now I have my cute little box, and I can lay it flat and press each side down. Come on. This one is not attaching. Come on, let me hold it down for a second. There we go. Okay, so now we need to make our little handle. Let me put my lid back on my glue. I'm actually going to grab my 3/4 inch circle punch. I think you could go even as small as a 1/2 inch, and that would be fine. And I'm going to punch my little handles. So I'm just going to eyeball it. So I just want to go in a little bit and make it about as even. It looks even on both sides. And I'm going to punch. Okay, so there's my first hole. And now for my second one, I just want it to be basically the same. If you really want it to be exactly the same, measure it out, but I'm just going to eyeball it. Let's see here. I'm just going to eyeball it. There we go. Okay, so there's my little handles. And so now I'm going to put my treats in. And like I said, I'm just doing these Reese's miniatures. Let's see. These fit perfectly side by side in here. And I can get 6 of them in there, but you could fill this with whatever you want to fill it with. These would be perfect little class treats. These would be good for Mother's Day little treats. These would be good for table settings. If you like to do little table settings like at holidays and things like that. There's all kinds of possibilities. All right, so I have my treats in there. Okay, and I'm actually going to, just while I've got my treats in here, I'm going to tie it shut. This is just the retiring Berry Burst finely woven ribbon. May is a hard month because so many things are retiring, but that's exciting because that means in June we have a whole bunch of new things. All right, so I'm going to use up this Berry Burst ribbon. I'm going to miss this paper too. It's so cute. Okay, I don't need it quite that big. Come on, there we go. Let's see, what do I want? Which way do I want to be the front? Let's make this the front, and that's way too long. So I'm going to cut these just a little bit shorter. Okay. Cute. All right, and now we need to make a little tag for the front. You can decide which one you want to be the front. All right, so I'm going to grab the Picture Perfect birthday stamp set here, and I want to use the Treat Yourself. And I've already got that on my block here, and I'm going to stamp it in the Berry Burst ink. Treat yourself. Just ink that up. And I'm going to stamp it onto some Whisper White cardstock, just a scrap. Cute. Clean that off so I can put it away. I always tell you, put your stamps away right away so you don't lose them. And I need to, 90% of the time I'm like that. And then every time I don't do it, I do lose stamps. It's crazy. I've lost a couple stamps now. Drives me crazy. All right. Now I'm going to grab my 1.5 inch circle punch. And it just barely cuts this out. Treat yourself. It just barely fits in there. And I'm going to punch that out. Okay. Then I'm going to grab the 1 3/4 inch circle punch in Berry Burst. I'm going to punch a circle. Okay. And this we'll put right on top of here. So I just have my snail adhesive. Put this right on here. Treat yourself. Okay. And I'm going to put snail on the back of this. Okay, and this is going to go right on here. Actually, yeah. Treat yourself. Okay. Okay, and then for this one, I thought I would use a butterfly from the Bold Butterfly Framelits dies, which are retiring, but they're still available. I thought I would stick a cute little butterfly on there because, well, why not? It's adorable. So let's see here. Actually, I'm going to put a glue dot. I think that will work better. A little glue dot, and we're gonna put the little butterfly on here. Treat yourself. I gotta make sure I can still read the words. Can I still read the words? There we go. And of course my butterfly needs a little pearl. And we're gonna stick that right in the middle. Cute, isn't that cute? There we go, and there's my cute little treat box. And on this one, obviously I did everything in the lemon lime twist, and this one I used our corrugated elements, which these are carrying over into the new catalog. These are fun to use, especially with anything with craft paper. So I've got the Bold Butterfly Framelits, which are, oops, I knocked my pearl off, which are only available while supplies last. I need to push that on better. Okay, let's get that on there. All right. Treat yourself. Aren't those so cute? I think they're adorable, and they were so easy to make. So anyway, I hope you guys will make your own little treat bags. I'd love it if you'd subscribe to my YouTube channel and find me on Facebook, guys. I have a group, A2Z Stamping. Thanks, guys. Bye.